Okay. Give me 1 second. Something is wrong here. I'm already having issues. Hello? All right, perfect. Now I can hear myself. I was like, wait, why can't I hear myself? All right. It's a lot more complicated to wire everything to the arcade machine. I did not expect it to be that difficult. Now, on a big note, I'm going to let everybody know as of now. There's a very likelihood chance that the arcade machine, the volume, may be super high. Now, I don't know if I could do anything about that from the inside, but I'm going to try. The intro is, I would have to say, maybe 10 seconds long. I can control the volume from the arcade machine through the outside, but that would just switch it over so I could hear it on the outside instead of the headset. So, regardless, I'm pretty sure I put the gaming volume pretty low. I mean, I'll put it lower. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. We'll see. Mm. All right. Anyways, so is everybody ready? For the most part. Let me know when everybody's ready, and I'll fire it up. Because I'm trying to make sure everything is in order. already shared on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and FaceChat. What the hell? I don't even know any of those things. I don't even know any of those things. I don't even know what those things are. So, is everybody good? You know, everybody has their stuff, because I'm not trying to fire it up and then don't, like, have it super loud for everybody. Because I need to know if it's good or I need to tweak. I don't know what face check is, man. Alright, you're ready. I'm waiting on Jesse and anyone else. I haven't really messed with this in a while. So yeah, so a lot of button pressing. Alright, I'm just making sure. Alright, because it's gonna be a lot of button pressing. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this works. I haven't tested this. It will be my first time testing this. Alright, firing it up. Here it goes. I was hoping that it would work. Shit. With all the adjustments I've done to this. Okay. So now here's the main question. Is the volume okay? That should probably be the first question I should ask. And if the music is a bother, which is obviously the music I put for the system, for the arcade, then I can always, turn it off. Turn off the music. And leave it without no music. So let me know if the music is a bother or if the music is loud. Because like I said, I can't control the volume, but I can turn off the music. It's good? Alright. Alright. Now first and foremost, let's discuss the machines. Oh yeah. The one thing I need to do now is create my own wallpaper. I like the Chung Li background I had a long time ago, but don't have it anymore. Right. We'll keep it simple like that. That's fine. So, I'm gonna discuss the main stuff about the machine. Obviously, this was a long time coming. Everybody knew I had this. Everybody knew I was getting this. The only thing that was missing was literally when I was going to stream this. Now, mind you, this was a long time coming. I've been very patient about doing this stream because a lot of people wanted to see how this works, and I wanted to show this off so badly because I put a lot of work. Hi, Lorne. I put a lot of work into this machine. Like, you can ask Boo Boo, you can ask JD. Like, I have been nonstop, day and night, losing sleep, losing hours, putting this machine together, making it more powerful. Because the last machine I had, it wasn't as powerful as I wanted it to be. A lot of the games were either sluggish or slow. You know, it was tough. So I had to buy some extra parts. I had to open up the machine. I don't even I lost track of how many times I've opened this sucker. But, I wish I could show you guys how it looks now. It looks better than how it did before, but at least you can see the screen. It's better seeing the screen than looking at the model. I'll probably include some pictures in the later future under the, inside the description. But for now, at least you guys can see it. Yeah, tinkering with it was something I really wanted to do because I noticed that this machine could do a lot. So, what is this machine running on? Because I'm gonna get this. This machine is running on an octa-core engine, meaning there's at least four different type of core engines running in here with chip wise. This will allow this machine to run practically almost everything. Almost everything. Not everything quite like. The only thing I can't make it run as of right now is PlayStation 2 games. But I can run 64, the Dreamcast, some GameCube, not all of it. PlayStation, obviously, MAME. For those of you who don't know MAME ROMs, obviously those are like arcade ROMs or arcade games that you can see in the store. Um, just a different variety of selections of video games. Spider-Man? Spider-Man's a game, not a category. But, you know, if I remember correctly, I can show you. Hold on. I think it's right here. Alright, so here you go. You could run MAME or any arcade. Obviously, that's the first picture. PSP, PlayStation, but also PlayStation 2. But like I said, I haven't gotten that far. Dreamcast, N64, that's a big selection of games. And considering that I can't run PlayStation 2, not yet, but I can run Dreamcast, that still opens up a lot of really good games that I could possibly do. And you wouldn't think of the games that I have in here. There's just so many games I have in here, but I wanted to go further. I wanted to see how far can I go and what games can I actually put on a machine. But other than that, octa-core engine. I have I have a fan that literally runs underneath. Thank God you can't hear it because I can hear that thing. It cools down the entire machine so I can make sure it doesn't overheat because of the LED lights, obviously. Because the LED lights, I can't turn those off unless I cut them off, and I don't want to do that because it looks cool. Um, I had to switch some of the controls around. There was one night I was with JD and Boo Boo. I switched out the what do you call these things? The joysticks. You know, I had to switch those for Sanwa because the one that I had, literally they would lock up. Like I couldn't jump like forward or backwards, and Boo Boo let me know the problem. So I ended up switching them out, and that was a pain in the ass to do. And I ended up fixing it. The buttons are good. Everything else is fine. I just did a lot of upgrading and tinkering to get this machine the way that I want it. Anyhow, now that we got through out of the basics, first and foremost, this whole selection of 2D games, completely over 2,000 games, obviously. 2,167 games in this one. Okay. And then my selection, obviously, this one. But hold on, for some reason my USB isn't activating. Okay, it should be loading up now. There we go. Now the list went up. 2,174 games. I added quite a few here. I added Mortal Kombat. I added New Rally Rex, which is one of my favorite arcade classic games. Just driving around and stuff. Obviously Sonic the Hedgehog, which is an arcade version of Sonic. Pretty much you have to play the levels, finish it in a certain time, or else you're dead. You got Terminator, and you have Killer Instinct. I don't know if I actually got Killer Instinct to work. That was the last game I put under the arcade machine category. Yes, we'll be doing some Tekken. We'll be doing quite a bit of the titles today. I'm also gonna have JD and Boo Boo guest star for this, which should be a lot of fun. Now, my selection. These are all the games. Some of the games here, from 1 through 10, they're not mine. They came pre-registered. So, I have my own versions. From 11 all the way down are all mine. Alright. So obviously we got Tekken 6. Yes, Tekken 6. Tekken 3. Tekken 2. Not Tekken Tag Tournament 2. It's Tekken 2. Now, first and foremost, these versions of Tekken are the PSP versions. They're not the PlayStation 2 versions. So, sadly not, because Tekken 5 on the PlayStation 2 was one of my favorite titles. And I really wish I would have, had that. We got Dead or Alive 2 from the Dreamcast. We got some other games here that I really don't know what they are. Not a clue. Just give me a second here. But yeah. We got Bakugan Battle Brawlers, which is another PSP game. It's I believe it's Battle Brawlers Defenders. And then Battle Arena Toshinjin 2, which I only have because of me, Boo Boo, and my mom, because this is like her favorite game. Literally, like, her only freaking game that she likes of all time. There is no other game she'll play unless it's either that or Tekken 3 in general. Tekken 3, it has to be Tekken 3 or no other Tekken. Capcom versus SNK. This was one of like the very good titles I used to play when I was like a teenager. It was literally one of the most greatest rival games I've ever touched between Street Fighter and King of Fighters. Definitely gonna be taking a look at that a little bit later. But as for right now, we're still going through the titles. We got Crash Bash, obviously, for PlayStation. I forgot to mention. So, I have Crash Bash here. So, does that mean we can play 4 players? Yes. The arcade machine does allow, because I have it set up in the back, where you could hook up a control to, 2 extra controllers. Now, the problem is, because there's a big one. The problem is, if you want to play 4 players on the arcade machine of the Pandora, the only way you could do that is that you need a USB splitter. which means you need a USB that connects to the box, so that way it literally, makes more, like four extra USB slots, in other words. So you connect the one, and when you connect the one, it brings four more. So that way you can, connect the other controllers, but you need the USB as well connected, because without the USB, the games won't show up. You gotta have all the games on the USB so it can show up. So if you want to play multiplayer, that's the only way you can do it, because obviously the arcade machine only supports two controllers. So that's the only way you can do it. Some games you can, some games you can't, but we'll be going over some of them. Okay, Jesse, we'll be here. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22. Boo Boo's most favorite prize game of PlayStation 1 era. I like the game, but the game is ridiculously tough. Legit tough. Like, I can't even begin to describe. Trying to beat that game is literally not possible. Wait, what was that, JD? I played a DBZ game on Mom's. Yeah, I saw which game it was. It was one of those old ones. Because I have Mom's set up differently than mine. We got Def Jam Fight for New York, obviously, for the PSP version. I haven't tested it out. I don't know how well it runs on here, but I'm pretty sure it runs fairly well. Disney DDR, we're gonna be doing that actually, because that is a load of fun. It's another PlayStation title. Then we also have this, Dissidia 2012. One of my favorite, if not best, titles on PSP handheld back in the day for me. I have played the hell out of this game, day in and day out with Boo Boo, and I never got tired of this game. This game was the absolute best I've ever seen. Literally. Love this game, man. You never heard of Dissidia 2012? She's like, ready? Well, you can come up whenever you want, JD. I know Larnie knows what this one is. DJ Max Portable Black Square. But there's no way you're gonna catch me playing that again. See, JD knows it. JD knows it. JD knows it. Duo Decim. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Then we got Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Tag Team. One of my favorite Dragon Ball titles on the PSP. Literally. I used to play this with Boo Boo all the time. This game was just the, like, if you thought Xenoverse was good or any other Dragon Ball Z game you've ever played on a platform, you haven't lived until you try Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Tag Team. Fantastic story. You can play a lot in multiplayer online with your friends. But the problem was you can only play with your friends. So that's pretty much why me and Boo Boo played. But that was no complaint. That game was completely awesome. Ehergis. Final Fantasy game that Boo Boo wanted me to download. You can fight with Final Fantasy characters alike, So I don't know. I would provide more information on this game, but I'm not too familiar with it. I know Boo Boo's familiar with it, so. Final Fantasy Crisis Core. the title that is going to happen this month, the remake, the prequel of the Final Fantasy VII that is coming next month. I cannot wait to touch this once more. This game is going to play. Also, we have Gauntlet Legends, which is another good title from back in the day, but not as great if you're not playing with a team. Sometimes playing with a team could get you killed, but it's a pretty fun game. It's kind of like World of Warcraft, you know, Diablo. It's kind of like that. Guilty Gear Judgment, another fantastic RPG title. It literally is. It's a PSP title where you play as one character and you go through the story with some of the main protagonists in the game, but you have to unlock them all. But it's a pretty good game overall. It's just insanely hard. House of the Dead 2, RPG shooter, arcade, you know, version shooter. I would play this, but it doesn't look that great. But I'm gonna probably stream that later in the year, the collection of House of the Dead on my gaming PC, because it'll run perfectly fine there. But on here, it kind of sluggish. Killer Instinct Gold, which is the only literally like fighting game I would ever played on the N64. This game, I have played the hell out of that game when I was a kid. So much that literally I had to add it there. We got Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. For the N64, yes, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time is on my arcade machine. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. One of the only Mortal Kombat games that we all play on this machine. Why? It has like the biggest roster. We could tag team. Fucking awesome Mortal Kombat game. Mario Party. A game that me and Boo Boo and JD are very fond of. Either I win all the time or I win all the time. It's like that. Me losing is a capital 1%. Boo Boo says it's rigged, and JD's always the one getting run over by something. Mario Kart. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is actually the Dreamcast version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So pretty much kind of like where it all started. I know I always win. Marvel vs. Capcom, the original. I mean, come on, you knew it was coming. There's no way I'm gonna have my machine without Marvel vs. Capcom. This was my game. I remember going into stores that had this machine, and I remember being so confident that I was gonna win because literally, like, who else? Mega Man powered up, Chibi Mega Man for the PSP. Look at that big ass head. Oh yeah, look at me go. I can jump stuff. I can shoot. I can escape explosives. I can do that. Funko Pop. Yes. Metal Slug Double X. The only Metal Slug in the entire series that has Leona Hikari in this game. So I know a lot of people ask where Leona came from. Leona does come from Metal Slug, but she makes her first appearance in this game alone. And she's pretty OP. Like, just like in the picture, she's a badass. Period. Big Head Chibi Mega Man. Yep. Mortal Kombat Gold, also known as Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4, I believe that this version is the PlayStation 1 version. I want to say it's the PlayStation 1 version. It could be the Dreamcast version. I'm not too sure. But I'm pretty sure it's the PlayStation version, if I remember correctly. But I had to add it there because it was a Mortal Kombat title, and why not? I never played it. Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. JD could tell you about this game. It's a living nightmare. The game is unbeatable. Literally, I got this game specifically and put it in the machine specifically for Boo Boo and JD to try to beat. I think I saw them for like 2 hours and they couldn't even pass the first stage. This game is horrendously difficult and it's terrible. Don't play this game. Do not play this game. Mortal Kombat Unchained. Literally the only Mortal Kombat game that ever came out on PSP, and it was fantastic. I love the hell out of this game. This game for PSP back in the day, if you had it, you were cool. Because literally, if you couldn't afford to get any other Mortal Kombat games on the PlayStation 2 and you had a PSP, this was literally the pinnacle of all Mortal Kombat games. Because you pretty much had everybody, and you had an exclusive character who nobody could get, which was Kitana. Plus, the game modes in there were just awesome. NBA Street Showdown. The only basketball game you'll ever see me play besides 3-on-3. This is where 3-on-3 got their shit from. Is NBA Street. Naruto The Phantom Fortress, a game I put a lot of hours into with Boo Boo, and this game is still fun. Good storyline, good game, just super long for no reason. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Heroes 3 is my favorite Naruto game for the PSP, but unfortunately I can't get it to work. I've tried so many methods, I just can't do it. If I was ever to get it done, I would play it, but I just can't do it. We got Pocket Fighter, which is pretty familiar to a lot of people, I would assume. It's chibi Street Fighter characters just fighting each other, or chibi Capcom people fighting each other, for bragging rights and stuff. It's pretty fun, but pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing, or if you never played a Street Fighter game in your life, then you're not gonna like it. Obviously, you knew this was coming. Resident Evil 2 on the game, on obviously the arcade machine. Playing Resident Evil 2 on this thing, not as easy. Very difficult. If you can play this on the arcade machine, I bow. I remember I did a test run with Resident Evil 3. Hard as shit. Literally, it feels so weird playing with the arcade machine a Resident Evil game, but I honestly, at least I can say I did it. Because that was not... I'm not going to say it wasn't fun because it was challenging. But, Jesus Christ. Resident Evil 3 Last Escape. This version of Resident Evil 3 Last Escape, I want to say it's the Dreamcast version, but I'm not too sure. It could possibly be the PlayStation 1 version. Let me check really quickly. Oh, it's the Dreamcast. Wait, did my stuff save from the last time? Alright, so yeah. The one thing about these games though, if you're playing a Dreamcast game, as you saw, it was kind of a little bit chopped up. You will have to change the settings before you start playing the game to avoid that problem. But other than that, the game is 100% playable. So don't think it's not playable because it's playable. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. The only freaking Resident Evil game I've never completed because the game annoyed me so much. Apparently I only have one disc. I forgot to check if it runs. I don't know. Half of these games I don't remember if they run or not.
Resident Evil.
The day that I start even playing this and streaming this, a lot of people are gonna go crazy. Because I've never really tried, man. Right. See? So it's playable. Menu. Right. See how hard it is literally just to move around? I mean, like I said, you can always plug in the controller and play it like that. But the fun of this is obviously to just, play with the arcade machine. But like I said, it's hard, possible but hard. There you go. See? Then we have the old collection of Street Fighter. Street Fighter Alpha Gold 2, which was only released on the PlayStation. This game was actually better than the Alpha 2 series because Alpha 2 Gold brought in a few more characters that was never released and brought to the Alpha 2 public. So, yeah, sure, come on. As long as you bring me something to drink. Huh? Get in here! This guy's making things so complicated. I'll be right back. Hold it up. Boo-boo's up or what?
No, he's sleeping. He's still kind of hurting.
That's fine.
Can't watch it because my screen is black and locked.
Yeah, just make sure you put the volume down so that way they don't hear me twice. Anyway, so Street Fighter Alpha X. It's a Street Fighter game. It was one of the first Street Fighter games that was actually in 3D dimensional. they try to compete like Tekken. They try to make a Street Fighter game that with Tekken graphics, which they didn't do too bad, but you know, it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it was completely bad, but it was okay. I mean, the game is pretty fun. It plays like Street Fighter. They sound like Street Fighter. You know, not bad. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I have this in here specifically because obviously I have a few characters in here that I like, and there was some stuff that I did like, but I didn't like it entirely. No, the only reason I really have it is because Ashley's in the game. Ashley Massaro, the one who passed away. SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. I don't have a lot of information about this game because I don't know it as much, but it's SmackDown 2, so. Sonic Adventure, never got it to work. Soul Calibur Broken Destiny. Another game I put a lot of effort and time into, including Boo Boo. Like, I think that was like the only Soul Calibur game that I actually really enjoyed playing a lot compared to the others. No, we're still going through the stuff. I have a lot of games. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Spider-Man regular. Just to see JD fall into the streets and die. Street Fighter Alpha. I remember when this game came out. Oh my god. My dad gave me this game, and this, oh my lord, that's what started my Street Fighter career. Street Fighter Alpha 3. I think this is the version for the PSP. You missed me do a little bit of a glimpse of Code Veronica. Street Fighter X2, which is the second version to X1. It's, like I said, I think out of all of the ones, the graphics to this one was good, but the gameplay and the sound effects were just flat bad. Super Puzzle Fighter 2, Capcom.
Oh, Texas one.
Yeah, Tetris one. It's fun. Tekken 5, my version. Tekken 6. These are my versions of the Tekken game, so these are from me. The problem is, you try playing it on the arcade machine. That's what I was talking about. I was like, I played Resident Evil 3 on the arcade machine, and it was complicated, but I'm not gonna say it wasn't fun because it was a challenge. It was a huge challenge because trying to play with the arcade machine a Resident Evil game, not fun. Tenshu, Time of the Assassins, one of my other favorite titles. I love Tenshu. Tenshu was awesome. That's where I got the design for Alice. Believe it or not, I got it from Ayame. That's how I got the design, because her attitude and everything fits the bill. Love this game. If I ever wanted to, I might make a stream for this, because it's a PSP title, and since I'm already doing third birthday, I can actually do this. And the game's graphics, to this very day, believe it or not, this game looks fantastic. Whoever did this game did a fantastic job with this game, period. Yeah, I can use the controller, but I wanted to challenge myself. Let me show you guys Tenshu. Really quickly. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to show you. Sega.
Okay. What are you doing?
Showing up Tenshu.
Oh.
Not right now. So, let's say for example I wanted to play this on an arcade machine. Obviously, PSP rules. So, if let's say for example you're in front of an arcade machine, you have 6 buttons. You have the first 3 and then the bottom 3. So in order to make this work, I would put A and B, the first 2 buttons, square and triangle. And then the 2 on the bottom will be X and circle. Same thing as a PlayStation controller. And it makes me feel more comfortable that way. As you can see right now, it's not that difficult. Jesse, what are you doing? I asked you this. This is the second time I'm asking you. What are you doing, Jesse? Before I go any further. Jesse. Well, that's not the only thing you've been doing. I'm watching you. Literally watching you. Last thing I need is issues. Especially if they literally, like... Yeah, but it's not gonna be me doing anything. It's going to be YouTube themselves doing something for literally just doing anything that's not really happening.
There is word that we have spies in
I
our
love the
midst.
graphics of this fucking game.
Ayame, I want you to see if this is true, and if so, to deal with the situation.
You make it sound like it's gonna be easy.
You make it sound like it'll be easy.
This is not a time for wit. There are also reports of ninjas being spotted near the castle. You need to find out who they are and stop them immediately.
Alright.
All right,
Just leave
leave
it
it
to
to me.
I'm counting on you, Ayame.
I love that game. You could tell I play that too much. Now, if I remember correct, yeah. It's the second controller. Assassinated. I still remember how to play. It's just really difficult to play on the arcade machine. I have it here because of one day I'm actually gonna play with the controller. Because some of these games can be played with the arcade machine. It's just the way it's set up, because remember, a PSP didn't have two analog sticks. So for me to play like Dragon Ball, I would have to play with both like sticks to the arcade machine, which is tough. Okay, Tetris, I like playing. Tetris is literally the only game me and Boo Boo can actually sit here and play for like 2 or 3 hours straight and not get bored. Just
Well-
because of that guy.
Well, I always kill him.
Yeah, but the point is to save him, not kill him.
Exactly.
Not, I don't. I haven't even played this game, not once.
Okay, no, no.
King of Fighters 98. I've got it on the system, but I've never actually played it.
Ever.
Not, I've played King of Fighters 98, but the problem is I've never played it on the arcade machine. I played 99, obviously, like 100 million times. It's like I think out of all the titles between 94 to 2000, I think 99 is by far my favorite one. Only because it has like a team that I can actually play. Otherwise, I would not care.
Oh, man.
I love Tony Hawk. Don't trash it. Tony
Yeah,
Hawk is awesome. I love
yeah.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, but the thing is that game is like, it's kind of weird now because like, you saw.
Well, yeah, because remember it's an arcade machine, so it's not gonna work 100%. You know, it's there, it's there. I mean, you guys wanted me to put a brand new version. I did that so we can save, but the problem is it kind of sluggish. But remember, you know, not everything is meant for the arcade machine. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's another game I like to play. I like playing this version of Battle Arena Edition. It's the only version I ever enjoyed. Is this one over the one that Mom likes?
yeah, well, whenever Boo had that version, and we used to play that.
I love this game.
Oh my god.
Yes. I still haven't finished it.
I can't take that game.
The game is fun. It's not meant for everybody. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 3. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force. I'm surprised I don't have Tag Force 4 or 5 in here. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force anyway. WWE All-Stars.
Ooh, but that game also has the song of Invincible.
But Jesse, you also deleted messages for no reason as well too. I've noticed. Like and I asked you why, and you didn't reply or respond.
She's working on this song.
Yeah, but the messages keep disappearing, and I can't even read what Lorne writes. Anyways.
Well, technically, that is a good game.
I know Tekken 3 is a good game. I like Tekken.
In fact, the best
The only problem with this is that if I play a PlayStation game, it doesn't save.
because we tried so many times. I tried to finish it and unlock some characters, but they don't say that's the one.
See, because there would be so much for this if we were allowed to save, but we can't save. Jesse, the problem is that it says here that the message was deleted by you. That's literally like what I'm saying right here. If you go up to check our message, it says it was deleted by you, and then if I see view deleted message, I mean literally like even when you left, because when you left I was able to see her messages, and then when you came back I can't see her messages again. That's why I was asking, like, what is going on your side? Like, what is going on? I don't know what the problem is, honestly. I don't know. Okay, but that's what it makes it seem because of what it's saying here. If you look through the list, it says all of her messages are being deleted by you, and not a single message has been left except for the ones that are happening now. Even when you left, when her messages were there, when you came back, her messages started disappearing all over again. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not trying to have shit happen on my channel because of a mishap. I'm letting you know that as of now. Because if something literally and it gets reported at all that this happened and nothing really bad went wrong and I don't step in and say something, then I get in trouble and I don't want that. I barely started as an official streamer like 2 days ago. So I can start getting paid and stuff. Last thing I need is for it to go away and I'll be royally upset. I do not want this to be ruined for me. I really don't. That's what everybody's supposed to be here for, is to talk. That's what I'm saying. I don't want this to be ruined. Like, you have, literally, I've waited all this time to do this stream in general. This one in general. And now I'm getting upset because I feel like there's something wrong. And I feel like there's something going wrong. And I need to step in now. Otherwise, if people see that I did not do anything about it, I could get in trouble. Okay, you were checking something, we get that. But the problem is like, how is it that every message is going to be deleted? Like, what is it that you're doing? Or checking? Like, what is it? Because it doesn't matter what you say. What matters is what they will say to me. Because if she didn't really do anything wrong, which she didn't, and I don't come up with something, I'm gonna get in trouble. You are the mod. Oh, man. I feel like literally, my streams have been literally just, oh my god, bro. I don't understand, man. Literally, I've been wanting to stream this, and now that I'm streaming this now I'm getting upset. Literally. Yeah, but stuff like that can pretty much get you in trouble. I mean, look what happened to Star. Do you want to end up like Star? Like, literally, Star is gone permanently forever. Like, forever, ever, ever. Like, she's not even allowed on the channel anymore, period. Not even on Twitch for what she did. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid stuff like this so nobody gets in trouble. I'm gonna continue once I laying down the rules, okay? The thing is, you guys gotta understand something. I'm gonna let this know specifically clear to everybody. You guys need to understand something. This means the world to me. First of all. Second of all, I want everybody in here to have a good time and enjoy themselves. I don't do these things so that way somebody or everybody starts arguing over something so little that is not even important. Because little do you know, people watch and people will report stuff whether you believe it or not. Because as you know, we already had a problem on Twitch where you know what happened and it blew up. I'm not gonna say anything else beyond that, but you know it happened 2 days ago. You girls already know what I'm talking about the whole troll thing. I'm trying to avoid that. You never know. Somebody's always out there to sabotage a channel. So if they see stuff like this, they'll report it, and then I will have to deal with the consequences. And I don't want that, because if I lose everything, I'm gonna be mad. And I do these for you guys. I share my videos with you guys. I stream for you guys so you guys can see and enjoy and have a good time, have questions for me. This is what I want. This is what I do. I don't go through this trouble just for me. I want everybody to be on the same page. That's what I'm trying to avoid, because if something like this happens, like I just said, I could have a problem in my hands. And if I really don't do something because I'm thinking with my emotions, because you guys are my friends, I could lose my channel because I don't want to lose a friendship or something. But then again, Star, she stepped over the boundary, and she continued after I told her the first time, and the second, and the third. And little do you know, Star's gone. Star's been banned permanently. Not off of YouTube, but she's been off my channel and for Twitch for breaking a rule. And I didn't have to do anything. YouTube literally made it happen. It wasn't me. She knew the rules. That's why I'm trying to remind you guys what's at stake here. I don't want nobody to get off the channel. I don't want nobody to be removed off the channel. I don't want anybody banned. I just want everybody to have a good time. That's all I ever ask from you guys. I don't ask for much. I go through a lot of days at work and I still stream for you guys. Literally, I go through a lot of 5 days of work, 5 days a day. And I do a lot of work, and I stream for a little bit for you guys, just to let you guys, see the content and stuff, stuff like that. So we can have fun. I just don't want problems. I don't want to lose nobody because of a mistake or something like that. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying right now. I don't want anything like this to continue, because I don't want, like, oh, Jesse gets removed or Lorne gets banned, and I'm like, and then the first people that are gonna come at me are you guys. And I'm gonna say I had nothing to do with it, because I really didn't. How am I if I'm right here doing this? I'm just doing this to avoid losing you guys. Because literally, I don't have a lot of people, and I'm working my way up there. I'm not gonna be like other people to pay people to watch my stuff, or try to like steal people to watch my stuff. I'm literally slowly building my community and building my fan base as I go along for the things that I do. And I want to continue going that forward. But I can't do that alone. I need you guys to help me along with that. By being here, by asking questions, taking care of everybody that comes in that's new, saying hi, making them feel welcome so they can come back. But if stuff like this continues to happen, nobody's gonna want to be on the channel. Nobody's gonna want to stick around to watch the content. That's how you get people to move away, and that's how I lose people. And how you think that's gonna make me feel? I'm not gonna feel happy about it, because literally I don't have a lot. And I'm not saying this to hurt you guys. I'm not saying this for anything. I'm trying to avoid losing you guys. This means the world to me. Understand something. My ex would not allow me to stream, because she hated it. She always thought there was something wrong. Now that I'm streaming, I feel so much more free than before, and I can actually do what I've always wanted to do. Help people and share content. That's why I do these things. That's why I upload videos all the time. That's why I keep you guys posted. That's why I keep giving you guys. That's why I keep doing what I'm doing, because it makes me feel good, because I'm doing what I want, and you guys enjoy it, and you guys leave a like, and you guys, you guys do what you do. And I'm very appreciated for what you guys do, even if it's so small. I appreciate what you guys all do for me. I just want the best for the channel, because for the channel, it's not just about me, it's about all of us in general. Because literally, this is like everybody's little, hangout spot right here. I just want everybody to understand that. That's it. I don't want no more fighting. I don't want no more arguments. I don't want disagreements or nothing. Literally, I'm trying to avoid that because I don't want people to get removed for something like this and really nothing really happened, and then I get put against the corner by YouTube telling me to take care of it or else, because I'm not doing my job. Because I am doing my job. I'm watching, I'm observing, I'm doing what I need to do. I know the rules. I just want everybody to understand what's at stake here. Because the moment I lose something, everything's gonna fall apart for me. That's all. So, literally, that's pretty much everything I have to say. I just wanted to let that out because, you know, it needs to be. I know I haven't done this, so I might as well just do it now. Because I'm sure you guys obviously already know that Star has not been here in forever. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that. And Jay neither has, which Jay is her best friend. They've been both banned because they broke a rule. And it was something so small that you would not think. Something so small that you would not think would ever happen. She asked for private information that you can't do. Because how you're gonna, it's like saying, oh, JD, what's your number? And then JD puts his number on YouTube. You don't know who's watching. Anybody could grab his number and text it. And JD will literally, you know, have a hassle. And next thing I know, I'm gonna end up hearing it from my family. You know, it's stuff like that. You can't do that. That's why Star got banned in the first place. Because she started asking private information to Jesse. And then she thought it was me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ban you while I'm playing a video game. Sure. I'm not the only ones watching. Jesse's not the only one watching as a mod. YouTube is as well. They watch the content. That's why I'm saying be careful what you say, be careful what you do. You never know who's watching. Please. That's why I'm trying to avoid problems. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not doing this for any other reason. I'm just trying to make sure everything goes well for all of us. That's it. I want you guys to understand that. Okay. Are we good now? Is it safe for me to eat my whales now? Because I'm hungry. I've been talking this entire time and I've been hungry. I don't. Give me a second because I'm stuffing my face. Okay. Anyhow. Now that JD's here, obviously we're going to be playing some games together. I just got to see what game we're going to play first.
How about we let them pick debate between Tekken, King of Fighters, and Street Fighter?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. Alright. So the JD has decided that he's going to let you guys decide what game we're going to play first. Please, for the love of God, don't pick DOA, because DOA has some minor problems. Dead or Alive has some minor problems. So, out of the entire list that you guys saw, pick a game that you want me and JD to play. And don't be shy. I mean, if you don't pick, I'll pick. Just saying.
30 seconds.
Oh, not even 30 seconds. I already know which game I'm going to pick first. It's the same game I always pick first. Alright.
Okay. How about I pick some? I'm gonna get that.
Jago. Mm-hmm. 1987. Holy crap. Oh no, wait. Classic one first. I gotta stretch my fingers. This is like my practice session right here.
So I am.
Alright, remember to press start so you can actually pop in.
To the classic mode.
Yes, go. The one thing Boo Boo likes is like he loves watching me play this because literally
Wait.
I'm like a supercomputer when it gets to thinking. Damn, already? I barely started getting warmed up. I hear it coming. Oh no!
No.
Tetris. Alright. Oh shit. Oh god. Damn it, I messed up because I was trying to stop JD's thing.
Single. 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 Single.
It's fine. I just laid down the ground rules, so hopefully everybody gets it. It's like I said, I just want the best for everybody. Oh, I'm in trouble if I can't do something soon. This is bad.
Single.
Damn it.
Single.
Yeah, this is a fuck up. Yep. Damn.
Oh no!
That was terrible. I was messing with JD's freaking controller to stop the stupid clock, and I fucked up my own self. I could do better than that. Lorne, you're really gonna leave? Oh boy. I feel like this was just pointless, man. I feel like this was just pointless. You didn't hear, so pretty much this was all pointless. Everything I said was pointless. Of course. You didn't even say you were leaving, so you know what? I don't even know anymore. Maybe I should just stop. Can't do this. I was such in a happy mood, and then it was all fucking ruined. I literally had this all planned out for today, and now it's oh my God.